Mahi Mahi, dolphin, dolphin fish. Of course, what's the other one?
Dorados.
Dorados. It's that time of year. We're late summer, early fall, and we've got tons of grass out here in the Gulf of Mexico, stuff floating around, and there's a lot of them in the Gulf this year. So the great thing about there being lots of dolphin in the Gulf is there's lots of way to catch them. They're super fun fish. They taste good on a taco. They're great sport for the kids. And we're going to break it down from trolling to casting. What you need to know to catch a mahi mahi. All right, let's start off with the trolling because like that's kind of the most popular way to fish for them, and you get all the bycatch. But like if you wanted just to target them, Carson, what do we have here?
We've got a couple of daisy chains here. Daisy chains work great for the mahis. It really gets them fired up and wanting to come out and eat. This is a lure pack. It's got 4 lures, 2 shorts, 2 longs. This is a pre-rig duster for a ballyhoo. Works really well. Also, Islanders with a ballyhoo or a grub. Works great also as far as stuff to troll with. I mean, they're not super picky. Just want something with a little flash and color that give a little pop and a skip.
What kind of speed, like low speed for these fish? What do you like to troll at?
I'm usually, normally between 7 and 9 knots. If got all natural bait or something like that, or I'm on a weed line, I will slow down, 5 to 7 knots, somewhere in there.
I like that 5 to 7 knots with, like you said, the naturals, and especially on a center console. I don't know what it is, but ballyhoo pull better on a center console to me. At that, because that speed is just a little bit better for.
Yeah, and your baits aren't normally pulling from as high as riggers either. Your riggers are a little bit lower, so it pulls them down, and you don't have to use a big chin weight to make them swim.
Yeah, and then I actually think, like you said, a little bit more speed with the lures. Not only does the lure run a little differently, but the other thing that you have going is if you're trolling at 7 knots and I'm trolling at 9 knots, I'm covering every hour. I'm covering 2 more miles than you are. You extrapolate that out over 10 hours in a day. I've covered 20 more miles than you've covered.
Yeah.
More opportunity for me to run across stuff floating, run across the weed line, and that kind of takes us really into the next way of fishing for them, which to me, if you're just going to go out and target them, like, why not just go out and fish for them with a spinning rod?
Run around till you find a grass line or some big grass mats, and casting these things like these Rapala minnows work really well because they're not heavy, so when they come up and jump, they don't sling the hooks out as bad. These shads work really well. The hoagies, poppers are fun. What's not fun to catch on a popper? Anything.
And then some cut up cigar minnows or squid, you can throw it underneath that line and get them coming out.
Yeah, get them chummed up, get them coming out, and then you can catch them on natural bait too, but it's always fun to just throw lures and watch them swim.
Heck, and this is the way, one thing I've learned over the years of fishing for them, if you're going to fish for them, like, they get smart after you've caught a couple. So, like, if you got them eating the lures, catch them on the lures. Once they quit eating that, you can switch over to chunks of bait, like squid or cigar minnows or ballyhoo, and eventually they'll get tired of that, and then you can switch them to live bait.
Yeah, little pinfish.
Yeah, little pinfish, little alewives, live cigar minnows, all that stuff's going to work for them. But like, ease them in. If you start off with live bait and they get turned off of that live bait, they're not going to switch over to lures. But the other way around, they'll do that. And so if we're going to fish live bait, a little chunks of bait, a little piece of 40 or 50 pound fluorocarbon, a little owner 3.0, you don't need a big hook, or a treble hook is my personal favorite. And I'll tell you, one of my favorite things to have set up, whether I'm trolling or I'm just looking for them under some sort of structure under these fads or whatever, is I take one of these curly tailed grubs and I stick a little, what is this? 3/8 ounce egg sinker up in one of these little hoochie squids, and I put that over the top of that skirt with my hook, and then over the top of that I put this. I can flip it out on a spinning rod if we got a fish following a fish on the troll. It's actually a pretty darn good pitch bait.
Yeah.
And it's with a little bit of weight, you can cast it a country mile, Guys, it's not easy. They're not hard to catch. They're plenty prevalent. I love it because you can go take the kids out and have a great day.
Catch a lot of fish.
Catch a lot of fish, tons of action, and they jump. What's up, love? They jump,
right?
They run, and they're everywhere.
I mean,
They eat
nothing wrong
good.
with that.
On a taco, they're as good as it gets.
It's 3 for 3.
Anyways, if you need fishing tackle, if you need advice, hit these guys at J&M Tackle up. Angelo Di Paola, the Coastal Connection with eXp Realty. I'd love to help you out with all your real estate needs. Y'all have a great day. As always, I hope you found this helpful. Save some for tomorrow, especially with these fish. Keep your trash in your boat, and we'll catch you next week.